Hi everybody. In The Mandalorian, his sniper rifle can completely disintegrate a humanoid body, like we see in other franchises, but it didn't do much damage to the Jawa Sandcrawler, which is made of metal, like we see in other franchises. So let's look at some of the similarities and maybe some differences.
They really don't like you for some reason.
Well, I did disintegrate a few of them.
You need to drop your rifle.
I'm a Mandalorian. Weapons are part of my religion.
Then you are not getting your parts back.
Fine.
And the blaster. Good. La mana na you.
Now here note the difference in terminology between his rifle and his blaster. Blaster, more specific but separate, and he tossed down his pistol because the rifle is a little different than most of the weapons we see in Star Wars. And of course, he was using thumb-sized power packs or something to put in it, and it's a single shot. But pull one out, put it in, fire, put another one in, fire, which is also different.
But I want them alive. No disintegrations.
As you wish.
Well, I did disintegrate a few of them.
No disintegrations.
Well, I did disintegrate a few of them.
Since our master got angry with our last protocol droid and disintegrated him.
On several of its surfaces, the molecules seem to have disintegrated.
Disintegrated? How?
Almost as if they were hit by a weapon from our time.
Curious, I'm curious.
Here we see in Star Trek, disintegration is a particular process that has to happen from a particular type of weapon, not something that can happen in nature or something like that. They can easily pick out that this happened rather than something else. But the visual effects are a little bit different than classic Trek or Stargate or Buck Rogers. Let's look at some of those.
Okay. One shot hurts him, two shots kill him. The third shot
Disintegrates him.
Oh, great. You didn't feel this was worthy of mention, I take it. Watch yourself. All right, your Major What's-His-Name had videotape of this thing in action.
Yes, it was in those boxes along with everything else.
Good.
All of those visual effects were different because they were done by different people, but it's still disintegration. And the disintegration in The Mandalorian looks very similar to that in Star Trek Discovery. And those two look more alike than any of these others we've looked at. These are so similar, I can't help but wonder if they were done using the same software. But we've seen several different visual effects for disintegration. We all know that they're all being disintegrated, but these look more similar than any of the others that we looked at. So it's reasonable to assume the process is more similar. I mean, anything can happen, but we've got to make the best comparison that we can, and this is the best comparison that I've seen.
Come on, you got this.
Come to mama.
This is it, it's now or never.
Take the bait, you hunk of junk.
So here we see they shot an AT-ST at point-blank range with the same rifle. It can completely disintegrate a humanoid, not just a Jawa, but an adult-sized humanoid we saw in the first example. Had no effect really on the AT-ST. And that's a Scout Walker. If it's armored at all, it's likely. Now, you can destroy it with falling logs, but you cannot destroy it with a disintegrator beam on the small arm scale, like this rifle. The AT-ST had the undisputed upper hand until she shot through the window. And she probably hit the driver or something, but it fell in the pond. But she had to shoot through the window because it was not getting through the hole. So you'd almost think that in sci-fi you'd run into advanced tanks with advanced weapons and advanced armor and not something from World War I or II. Where have we heard that before? So this is kind of for the camp that says, well, you could take out the whole line of AT-ATs at Hoth with a phaser pistol. This is a pretty close comparison here. Yeah, I feel that armor and infantry, things like that, it maintains the same balance in sci-fi because we are talking about advanced technology on both sides. It's sci-fi. And of course, in the beginning of this commentary, the same rifle didn't have much effect on the Jawa Sandcrawler, which is also made of metal. And here's some examples from a couple other franchises.
Trell metal. Try your blaster there, Commander.
Phase is at maximum.
Uranium inlay, Cardassian design. I should have guessed. We're gonna need a bipolar torch to get through it.
And get a message to Ops. Tell them it's gonna take us a while to get inside. If they can't get the fire suppression systems online, we're gonna lose our people in there.
Aye, sir. A lot of similarities with the Mandalorian's rifle, and it's the most similar in visual effects to the phasers that we see in Star Trek Discovery or Picard, the newest shows. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the commentary. I'll see you next time.